Hi, crafty friends. Have you guys seen the new calendars at Dollar Tree? I love some of these designs. So we are going to use the cow. You saw that on the one. So I'm just using that piece of cardboard they put in the calendar that you can just pull out. Now it's super thin, but I wanted it to be lightweight. So I'll kind of show you what happened though. You can see once I put that Mod Podge on, it kind of has a little bit of a bow in it. And as the Mod Podge started drying, it got more of a bow. So I put some Mod Podge over the top and let it just completely dry up. And then what I did, because this is so thin, I ended up, once I cut off the edges here, I just kind of bent it back the other way a little bit, and it ended up straightening it out. So I was like, yay to that. Because what I was thinking was, well, if I have to add another piece on the back to help straighten it out, I could totally do that. So I also decided to round the edges on this. I thought that would be just kind of different. And then you can see I've got some of the new dowel rods from the Dollar Tree, and we are going to use that as our hanger. Now, this ribbon I originally picked was way too thick, so I ended up going over and grabbing another one that was a little bit thinner. And I only say it's too thick because there's not a lot on the top where we're going to hang this from, because the letters go so high, to the top of the page there. And so that's why I chose to do a thin one. So I'm just going to cut down the dowel rod. I just want it to hang over each side a little bit. And then I ended up putting some pickling wash on. It wasn't dark enough, so I decided to do some of the antiquing wax just to darken it up just a little bit for the hanging piece. So I grabbed out some twine also, and that's what we're going to put on top to hang from. And then that ribbon we will use to attach around the dowel, but to the sign. So you saw I also had some of the push pins from the Dollar Tree. So those are going to be kind of like the decorative element. I was actually going to put a little bit of rub and buff on it with the silver, just to kind of knock off some of the shine that's on the push pins, but it ended up working out great. Thumbtack push pin. Is that the same thing? I think it's the same thing. Probably not, but in my head it is. So, but you can see I used a little bit of hot glue just to hold everything in place. So I cut my ribbon pieces how I wanted it, and I'm just pushing it through, and then I'll end up flipping it over. And what I ended up doing is, once I got everything positioned and then fed the ribbon back on top of that thumbtack, I actually just put a little bit of hot glue on top of it, and then ended up just clipping off the top of the thumbtack so that it wasn't out and pokey. But look how stinking cute this is. I love this cow so much. Oh my goodness. So adorable. All right, friends, thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to follow for more.